You ready?
I'm ready.
Wow.
Is this it?
This is it.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to you for having sex this last month, I bet.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You were so horny when I last saw you.
I was, yeah,
You were
extremely.
like extremely horny.
I was.
It was like I was like, oh damn.
It was awful.
I know. You look like you were in pain.
I was yanking it like 3 times a day, probably. It was awful. My wiener was beat. Like, it was bad. Have you ever had a beat wiener?
Of course.
That's like, I can't use this tonight.
Yeah. You have to stop. You have to stop. Yeah.
It hurts.
I know. But I forget because you're so much younger than I am. Like when you were telling me that, I was like, damn. And then I was like, oh, you are literally in the prime horniness of your life right now.
And I'm alone.
And you're
Sad.
alone in a small room in New York City.
Yeah, surrounded by 4 men.
Yeah.
And shower with it. Yeah, it's hard.
It is hard, I bet.
It is. It's really tough.
I remember those days. Because,
Yeah.
dude, you'll get less horny every year.
Really? No.
Oh, no, you want it.
Oh, you do? Okay, good.
Dude, imagine you and me. You're like beating your dick till it's red, and you're like, oh, I'm doing it. And I'm just like, I don't need that right now.
That's good. Yeah.
You're just like an old dog. You just go out and hang out all day. You're just like ready to die. You are like your
Old hound
your
dog.
chemicals are literally being like, you Dayton, you gotta fuck, you gotta fuck, you gotta fuck. And mine
Yeah.
are just like, I don't know, man. If it happens, it happens.
Put it in. I see like creases in like a brick building, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man,
No.
oh man,
That's good. You should use it while you got it.
Okay.
Because it goes away.
yeah, okay, yeah. I
Like,
need.
just enjoy it while it's there.
Well, that's what's hard is I'm so far from home.
I know.
I can't just. Yeah, I'm like my bed is becoming attractive.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is awful, dude.
it's sad.
You got to get this girl out here.
Immediately.
Or find a new one.
Okay, yeah. I
Find
could do that.
someone geographically available to
Okay.
get these creases in.
Right.
You gotta get
Get over here.
Damn, dude. I'm sorry because that
That's
is
okay.
painful.
I don't even know if I'd want though. I don't think I like the idea of dating. It's hard.
You
And, like,
just want to beat off.
I don't know. I would like to skip all the
Oh, yes.
meeting and
yes.
There's
a word for that.
Yeah.
Prostitution.
Okay, I could go.
You could
into
pay
that.
for it.
I could. Is that's something I could just
You could do it. I don't know how.
I could get in trouble for that though, right? If they find out.
I don't think they
If
care
the big
anymore.
people find out.
Who's
really?
finding out?
Amsterdam.
But that's legal.
I could go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you could get in New York though.
You think?
I do not think you have to fly to Amsterdam to pay for a woman to have
That's true,
sex
but
with
I don't
you.
even think I'd like doing that. I don't like sex is weird because I want it all the time constantly.
Right.
But I don't it's really awkward for me. And also like I can't get hard when I'm first with someone new.
Yeah,
Like
that's
there's
fine.
a whole thing. Yeah, and I don't want to get to that comfort level.
Eat their pussy.
That's true. No, that doesn't work. I'm just constantly trying. I'm
No,
like,
no. Just eat it without worrying about it.
Okay, don't worry.
Because then at least you gave them something.
Oh, that's true.
Then you look like a sweet guy who eats pussy but can't get it up versus a guy who's furiously yanking on his dick while he like angrily eats a
come
woman out
on.
to get hard.
Get hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Have you seen?
I haven't.
Yeah, the Kevin Hart.
Isn't that the one with like Will Ferrell getting
Yeah.
cornrows on the front?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen the cover of it.
I feel like that's still in subway stations.
Yeah,
that
I
cover.
know they don't really update them as much as I thought they used to.
Yeah.
I'm like seeing these things. I'm like, this is pre-pandemic. This show happened in 2019.
Yeah, that there's like Netflix ads for like delivering the Netflix
Yeah,
discs.
it's like, get a
I'm like,
DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch Ace Ventura: Pet Detective on DVD.
That guy could get hard.
Oh, he
Ace
definitely.
Ventura, fuck, dude.
He does. He does that scene where he's like holding the things and then she's going at it. In the first like 5 minutes of the movie,
that
he
was.
gives her a little dog back. Remember? And she's
Are you
like,
talking about the first one or the second one?
first one?
The first one when-
beginning scene.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
gives
yeah.
the little dog back
Yeah.
and she's hot.
Yeah.
And he's like, I forgot what she's like. He's like, pay me, and she's like, how about I just suck your wee wee instead? And he's like, all right.
Yeah,
And then he just goes at it.
dude. When he Who's in that movie? Courtney Cox?
Courtney Cox.
Dude, he bangs her super hard.
Oh, yeah.
That's the scene I'm thinking of.
And all the animals are watching. Yeah.
They're just loving it.
Yeah. And the parrot's going,
he's a weird guy. I think weird guys fuck well.
Do you think?
I think so.
Okay.
I think
that gives me hope.
Yeah. I think you'll be fine.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I think you're good.
Except for the part that I can't get hard.
But that's weird.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That's true. That's true.
That's like
I'd be
good.
like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. You can like meekly apologize, and they'll be like, "He's so sweet."
Yeah.
And then the next time it's around, she'll feel special.
Yeah.
She'll be like, "Look, I tried this."
But they don't feel special.
No, they don't.
They feel like it's your fault.
I know.
Their fault. Okay, what your bit?
I had a bit where it never really worked. So I'll try it on this podcast, and it probably won't work either. But
I'll laugh.
You don't have to. You can tell me why the bit sucks. And it wasn't even a fully formed bit. It was like a thing that I worked on a few times, and I was like, this is too much.
Yeah.
So the bit is like, because I sometimes can't get hard, especially the first time with a woman thing, that always fucked me up.
Yeah.
Now it's less, but
yeah.
When I was your age,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
Okay. So you'll grow out of that too.
Okay, good.
You'll get over all your shit each year. It sucks because you'll get over your shit each year, and you'll be like, wow, right now, I'm so much happier at 35 than I was at 22.
Great.
But my body wishes it was 22.
That's what I like hearing.
It's like this inverse. It's like every year your brain gets better because you're like, you just know it. You don't put up with anybody's shit. Like, you're just like, nah, I don't need whatever you're given. In 22, I was like, whatever. I don't care if you are a piece of shit. Like, it didn't matter. I was so anxious.
Yeah.
And then, the boners and all that stuff. Now it's like, you don't care about sex, which then women are like, that's hot. You're not all thirsty.
Okay.
Now, a woman hears you want to fuck a crease of a building. Do you think she wants you inside of her? No. She's going to like, what is your problem? But I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. They're like, wow, sexy. This is good.
That's true.
This is Dayton Bissett, by the way.
Hi.
I'm so bad at doing the intros.
No, that was good.
But no.
They get
to know you a little bit.
Really quickly.
Dayton Bissett, great comic. He moved here right around when I did. He's 22. I'm 35. Brutal. We have the same living situation. We both live in these terrible rooms.
That's tiny. Also, I'm freaking out about money. I'm freaking out about everything.
You'll be fine.
Okay, thank you.
You'll be fine, dude.
I don't know, though. I don't want a job.
Well, that's life, kid.
Yeah.
You're 22 years old. I mean, I don't know what the fuck you want. But the bit was that I was like, sometimes I can't get it up because I would be thinking about, like, the bit was like, I hear people talk about how kinky they are, but like, I don't think you're a real freak unless you can't get it up sometimes. Because for me, I couldn't get it up because I'd be like thinking about some kid who bullied me in third grade, which didn't. I think it's just weird because you're at some way admitting you're thinking about a little boy when you're.
No, I love it.
But it's like there would literally be times where I couldn't get it up because I would just be like too anxious about something else in my life or like some past bullshit or like not. I just wouldn't be in the moment.
Yeah.
Because my brain would just take me out of it. And then you'd be like, I can't. How could I fuck you right now? I'm like worried about whatever, you know?
Is it genuinely because you're worried about other things, or is it because you're worried about not being able to get hard? That's what I am.
Part of then it doubles down.
Yeah.
So at first it's like, I'm not into this right now. Like there's something off about whatever.
Yeah.
Me or the moment or yada yada. And then you start in that cycle of like, all right, now I can't get it up.
Yeah.
And now there's that unspoken bond of both you and the woman going, we both know you can't get it up right now. Like, that's like the vibe. And the vibe is
true.
like, we're both like, we both know that you can't get this up.
That's true.
Because no man is just furiously beating his dick being like, this is my process. Don't worry about it. Like, it's either happening or it's not happening.
No, I'm kind of opposite of that though. Like, I think any moment where you're about to have sex is perfect. You're like, yes. And then I start thinking, what if I can't get hard though? And that's always what makes me.
Oh.
If I genuinely find a way to just not think about it at all, be like, this is going to go well. But now every single time, and I'm also going into
foreplay is rough for you?
Yeah.
Because you have to get it in immediately?
Yeah.
Or else it's dead?
That's very, I have to be like...
Foreplay is like, you got to have a lot of it.
Yeah, if I'm not hard before my pants go down, then I'm screwed, I think.
Wait. Okay. No, but like, let's say you and your lady are getting it on. How much time are you like kissing? Or are you? That's what I'm saying. Are you like jamming it in like right away?
No. I just mean like the time between getting hard initially and getting it in. That's where everything matters. It's never been like, oh, I'm inside of you. Oh, and now I'm soft.
Oh, yeah. Well, once you're in, dude, you got to have some real demons, which I've pulled off so once in a while. One time the demons are so bad, I'm like, damn, I'm getting soft inside of you right now. This is crazy.
Oh, there'll be times where it's like going forever, and you're like, oh, I can't come. And you're like, oh,
that's
God.
different,
and
though.
then you get soft.
Yeah, but that's
like,
different.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just like you're tired. That's
true.
That's just your heart rate,
That's
dude.
true. That's true.
That's just you're not in good enough shape.
That's fair. My arms are starting to hurt.
Like,
yeah, it's becoming. I'm thinking of other stuff. That's when I start thinking of other stuff. Though, like deep down in, I'm like, why am I thinking about this right now?
I know, but then sometimes I'm like, what are you thinking about?
That's true.
Are you just you're totally in the moment right now?
That's true. You ever see how sometimes they just seem a little? They get bored.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
Or like, for some reason, if their eyes are open at any moment, I'm like, you're just looking around the room.
Yeah.
But my eyes are open, but I gotta like do shit. But I feel like if they're on their back, I'm like, what are you fucking looking at? Close your damn eyes. I know, because then you look into their soul and you're like, I don't think I'm the guy for you.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm the man.
You don't have a nice little smile on your face. I think
God,
you're regretting this. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard. I way overthink everything. That's my issue with life in general is I overthink sex. I overthink literally everything. Every move.
And then you see these dumb guys who clearly are not, and they're so happy.
So happy.
They just are like walking into life. They're like, oh, I want to fuck some bitches and drink beer. And I'm like, I would kill to be that guy.
For sure. I'd kill to be what's that? A Greek college kid. What's that?
Oh, fraternity brother. Yeah.
Like they suck.
Yeah.
And everyone I think hates them.
Yeah. But they still get laid and they still get happy. Good jobs and they're happy.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah, but they're not deep. Is like, who cares anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
I've been deep.
Exactly.
Where am I?
I mean, New York. Isn't this kind of cool?
It's
like
great.
The idea of it, like
the idea.
Yes,
is great.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. The only thing getting me through is that thinking of people that used to know me being like, oh, he's in New York now.
Wow,
that's
your only
cool.
reason is spiting the old enemies.
Not even enemies, just like anyone. Just the thought of because if they really knew, if they like saw my room, saw even a peek of my bathroom,
the struggle,
then they'd be like, yeah,
go back to Kansas City, bro.
Oh, he's worrying about money constantly.
Yeah,
but the idea is cool. And also, I like going outside. I love seeing the city. When I'm out in the city, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And also, I like my room. I made it comfortable.
Sure.
I like it. It's trashy right now. I need to clean it.
Yeah.
But I'm like okay with it. But also, it's just such a difference from where I used to be. You know, living with my mama in a nice suburbish house.
I know.
Yeah, and being like just running around. You know, I'd walk to the pool. I'm not rich. I'm making it sound like I was...
Wait, your mom had a pool?
No.
Pool.
A neighborhood pool.
Okay,
a little neighborhood pool.
Yeah, and, Kansas City suburbs.
Yeah. I loved it. That was driving 30 minutes into the city each night to do comedy.
Yeah. Well, you're young enough that you could leave New York you could move tomorrow.
Yeah.
You could live again in Kansas City for another almost 4 years.
Yeah.
And then move back.
Yeah.
And you will have done all that in the time when I started comedy.
That's true. Okay.
Like I started comedy when I was just shy of 26. You started when you were 17?
18.
18.
Yeah.
You're fine, dude.
Yeah, that's true. I could do that.
You have so much
But the idea
time.
of living here is not. I'm like living Bob Dylan life. I'm like, he moved here young. I wanted to move here young.
Sure.
I don't know. It's fun. It is fun for me. I like being this young and in New York.
Yeah,
there's something cool about it.
I think it's better.
It's almost like a magical, it's like a roller coaster each time I take the train. So there's that cool thing. But I've just never left anyone, you know, and now I've left everyone, and I'm the only person like in my family here,
Right.
and like,
and they think you're gonna die.
they think I'm gonna die. Well, going back home is miserable.
Yeah.
Like I know I love Kansas City and stuff.
Yeah.
But the family aspect is like, ooh, they don't know what I'm doing. Like they don't
and
get
they don't
it.
get comedy, do they?
No, they don't at all.
I remember I met you because you and I were both in Minneapolis at the same time.
Yes.
Michael Che was there that weekend.
Amazing.
I texted him finally.
Did you?
Did not text back.
Oh man.
I got it off my chest.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I did it. I was like nervous, and I was like, "Why are you nervous? Just send it." So
Yeah.
I sent it, and he never responded.
Oh,
and that's
man.
how I expected it to be.
Yeah.
But at least now I have that in. If I ever see him, I
For
can just
sure.
be like, "Hey, you gave me your number once."
Yeah, that's true.
Or whatever. I'd
That's
be like,
true.
"Hey, we met in Minneapolis."
That's true.
But you and I met, and then your car got towed.
Oh yeah.
That's how we really met.
Yeah, that's true. You drove me.
I drove you out
You
to
said
the
I can
suburbs.
drive you, and then I was like, it's like 25 minutes away, and you were like, I got it, and I was like, amazing, and it was so fun.
That was the suburbs of like wherever. I don't know where the fuck that was.
Yeah,
were with
that
your,
was
like,
some
cousin or
lake,
some shit?
my mom's cousin.
Your mom's cousin.
Yeah, so that.
And
make
I
it
remember
my
this
cousin.
though. I remember what you told me, which was funny about your family, is that I was driving you back, and you were like, "Yeah, my mom thinks I'm making money right now."
Yeah. Uh-oh.
She's not gonna listen to this.
No, she's not.
You were like, my mom doesn't get that sometimes you have to do like shows for free, or like,
Yeah.
because you were just coming down there to do like an open mic.
No. I was going down there expecting to not
get
get
paid.
paid. To not get paid.
not
that
get
good.
paid.
That good. I was like, maybe I'll get like 20. Even if I get nothing, it'll still be fun.
Yeah.
I thought the two things I was booked on were shows.
Oh, and they were just open mics.
They were both open
Oh.
mics. I genuinely, because I was like, I asked someone to set me up. It was with Grant.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was like asking about his shows I could do because I didn't know.
And he was like,
I didn't know
"Yeah,
anything
we'll
about
throw you on these."
Sisyphus.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
we'll get you on this be here at Thursday at 7. I didn't look into it at all.
Oh,
And I
okay.
got there, I saw a sign up, I drove 6 hours. I was like, oh. I was just
So you
dumb.
ended up driving. This is such a good snapshot of a comedian's life. Is
Yeah.
driving 6 hours thinking you're going to get paid for something. It just turns out to be an open mic.
Yeah.
You stay there for a few days.
Your family's there.
Your
at
family.
Your first open
yeah,
mic.
your family was there.
I was
remember
like, my
that.
family's here at this open. I told them, come to this show. They came to this open mic. They didn't lie. They didn't say one thing about my set.
And then
Like-
and then your car got towed the next day.
Yeah, I ended up having a great trip that week.
It was a good trip
'Cause I got
Michael
to do-
Che. You got
and
to do the don't tell.
Don't tell with
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So it ended up. That's another thing about comedy is it's so like it sucks. And then it's like, whoa, it's cool, but then
Yeah.
it just sucks again because my car got towed.
But I remember you're like, yeah, I can't tell my mom that I'm not making money right now.
Yeah.
Because she thought every gig was like always like paid and paid.
Way too much money too.
What is her idea? Do you think of like, hey, I'm going to Minneapolis for some shows? Like she's like, oh, he'll bring back like $500 or something.
About that 500, 800. Yeah, I would always say around 500.
Oh,
I made
so you were
$600.
actively lying to her.
Actively, yeah. Because she doesn't get it. She's genuinely would tell me. I told her to Denver. I was going to Denver.
I don't think maybe listeners don't know this, but the idea that you would just go down and collect $800
is insane.
every time you did
Yeah,
comedy
yeah.
is so funny to me.
Yeah.
Because a show like any bar show is maybe $10-$20.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless you're like headlining, and then maybe it's like $150.
Yeah,
This $800 pay range
Yeah.
per show is so far from like.
for sure.
I would, if that was comedy, I would be good. I would be set for life.
yeah.
If I was like, oh yeah, I do all these bar shows and I get paid $800 each time.
Yeah.
Your poor mother.
Yeah.
So your mom must think you have a lot of money.
No, I'm on. Like she knows now. Like because
You had
also.
to, you had to tell her.
But no, not had to tell her. I got to a point of like working a lot in Kansas City and stuff. Most of the money I'd spend was just from work because I was working. And
Working?
so,
Well, you mean as a comic or as a job?
job.
You
Like,
had a
as
different job.
lifeguard. Yeah.
Oh,
I was
okay, you were a lifeguard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
And she
I-
was like, "Why do you have to have this stupid job? You make $800
no,
a show."
she wasn't like that.
Okay.
She's very much not. Because now I'm not saying I'm making money, but when I went back, I did make like really good money for just the month that I was back, just selling books at shows.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I don't know. Is that bragging if I say it? Do you like actually? On a feature weekend, I made 2,000.
That's great.
I guess minus how much the books cost was like 200, so like 1,800.
Yeah.
I guess.
I've done $2,000 once or twice, and it has to be a crazy weekend.
It wasn't even crazy though.
That's
it was
good.
like Zoltan.
Oh,
Cassis
nice.
was headlining.
He's here tonight, I think.
Yeah,
he's in town tonight. Yeah,
I need to go. Yeah, that show's tomorrow, I think. But I need to.
Oh yeah.
He told me to message him, but I don't. What are we going to do? Get lunch? I don't know. But they weren't even like packed. But my book, like people were buying it like crazy. It was like, whoa, this is
the
real
golden
money.
thing for merch, dude.
Yeah, and then I did Sisyphus with Aaron Naylor the weekend before that.
Yeah.
Made good money. Like it was like an actual. Like I was like, whoa, this is money.
Right.
You know? Like
yeah.
first time in my life.
Yeah.
Like I'd get like a couple hundred on a show maybe.
I know.
And that was like, whoa. But
this
was like, wait, that's almost livable if I can
you could do that.
keep doing that. But that, what was I going with?
Your mom.
My mom. Oh yeah. Now she
gets like
knows,
what it is.
Yeah, but not comedy. She thinks I'm going to get a job here and stuff. I'm not telling her I am. I'm keep being like, I don't know. I think I'm doing fine. I'm like trying to really sell this idea. And
is she going to be, is she like, if you don't, is she like mad at you or disappointed?
Disappointed, I think. Just like she also knows I don't have health insurance.
Yeah.
And all this. She sees this life for me.
And it's
that's not
good.
here. Yeah.
Oh. What is she?
I mean,
what's your
maybe
life?
here, but like she doesn't know New York at all. She might think I'm living in a nice place, and like,
damn,
you
dude,
know,
this is.
I mean, I think she knows. She just doesn't get. I'm kind of shut off with her, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I still talk to her. She called her on the way here.
Yeah.
Like we talk, but it's just like, I want more separation of like
that's
what
good.
my life is and her expectations for what my life is. You know.
Does she's like, you're gonna get married, have kids, and be a square kind of thing, or just
I don't think she's like bad like that.
Yeah,
but it's that way.
Yeah,
you know, it's definitely pushing that way. Like,
right.
I'm like, I could get like I've talked to her about like if I get like a writing job or something like for a show.
Yeah,
and she's like, well, why don't you? She's like, yeah, but then still, you can still have another job.
Oh,
and
she
that
like
could just be a thing you do anywhere, you know.
Right.
But like a writing thing you could do at home or at another job. She's very much like, I'm like, if I had a writing job, I'm set.
Yeah, you'd be
like,
making like $4,000 a week.
Exactly.
Oh, so
she
just
has this
doesn't really
big
get
idea
it.
that
Yeah.
college is gonna make like SNL want me more. She's like, no, getting that degree, they'll see that. And I'm like, no.
Lord Michaels is like, he's a smart young boy.
Yeah.
Wow, look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor mama.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor mama out in Kansas City.
Exactly.
She's probably freaked out that you're here, dude.
She's not, I don't think.
No?
I think.
This sounds like a mom who'd be terrified that her son is going to New York City.
When I was home, I thought I just convinced myself every night by smoking so much weed or whatever that I was a terrible person. I was a liar to my mom.
Oh,
she doesn't know what I'm
God.
doing.
Jesus.
I literally had this whole thing that I just couldn't wait to leave and get out of that. And it's still kind of there because I'm like, she's still my mom. But I'm like,
Yeah.
But it's kind of getting away. And I just want her, once she sees that I am fine, like give it a year or two.
Yeah, like you don't
And
die. Just don't die this year.
I don't ask her for money.
Yes,
you know,
don't do that.
I don't do any. I'm not like, hey, I'm struggling.
Right.
If she just sees that I'm okay,
She'll be
for
fine.
like a year or two.
Yeah.
It'll all be fine. Our
Okay.
relationship, I think, will get so much better.
Oh,
But
okay.
she
So just don't
freaked
fuck
out.
up this year.
Exactly, and that's how she was at home. Because many times comedians would be like, "Want to move in here for like 300 or whatever?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And then I talked to her, and she'd be like, "No, stay through here through college. Like you want to." And then I'm like, "Well, you're right. This is a nice spot. I get free food.
Of course.
Why would I?" But she was so like, "You're not going to be able to make it on your own," and yet still keeping me at home. Like it was a very weird relationship.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I feel like some comics, their families are really like, "You're great."
Yeah,
And this will work out.
for sure. I think I'm not trying to throw my mom down.
No.
But she is supportive, and she'll like post my videos.
Oh,
on
that's-
Facebook and stuff. She's like supportive.
All your videos are like, Yeah, I can't get hard. I'm coming too fast. She's like, this is my baby boy.
Yeah, she'll show.
He's gonna die in New York.
She did. She works as an MRI tech or whatever.
Okay.
And she says she talks to the doctors about like me being in New York, and she said multiple doctors have said, just don't let him get into drugs there.
Oh.
So that's what they think. They think I'm trying to do like comedy. Then obviously
you'll
that
be
route.
a heroin addict.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn,
I'm like,
dude.
it's not gonna be bad. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm not like dumb.
They really do think my parents will still tell me shit as if I'm truly like, I know they're like, it's just a habit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you truly believe this about me, you shouldn't let me leave the house because this is how dumb you. They'll tell you something. You're like, what the fuck do you think I'm going to do? Exactly. And I love them, and they are. I can't tell if mine are supportive or they're half supportive, half just keeping their reservations to themselves.
Yeah,
which is like fine. I would rather have that. If they like truly are like, I don't think this is going to work out for him. I don't know what he's doing. Just like keep that inside.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you can't. I'm not going to quit.
Yeah.
And so now we just have this weird beef. Like, just keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
My aunt one told me, I was with her in Chicago. I was doing shows, and she was there for a weekend. And we went out to lunch, and we were sitting down at this restaurant, and she just turned to me out of the blue. We hadn't even like started a conversation. She looked at me dead in my eyes. She goes, well, I know you're not happy. So when are you going to quit this?
Oh my God.
It was just like straight to the point. That
would
like,
make me cry on the spot.
She was like, you haven't like, she was like, you did this for a while, but it's time to like move on. Basically. She gave me that talk. This was like last year.
Last year?
This is before New York. Yeah.
Are you still thinking about that every day?
It definitely put like a wedge between me and her because I was kind of, and she actually one time like apologized later. She was like, I don't mean to like get in your business, but it definitely, I was like, and not to throw shade on her, but this is a person, it's not like she's like some millionaire who's like hit it out of the park with success. Like she's had her own challenges.
Yeah.
So like the idea that, it would be like, look, it's shitty no matter who says it, but if it was like your billionaire uncle being like, get your shit together, like I made my money on my own, like I'd be like, all right, well at least you did it.
For sure.
Like this lady, she's just like a middle class lady. Like it's not like she's been to the peaks of success in her field. So I'm kind of like, what are we doing here? Like,
yeah.
At the time, like I was living in the van, which I know probably scared the shit out of her. But I was like, look, like I am making a living at doing this. Like it's not a glamorous living, but if I lived in like a smaller town, I could pay rent with the money I make from comedy.
For
like
sure.
I was doing that in Portland.
For sure.
So it wasn't like I was like ever coming to my parents or her for money. I wasn't ever like, yo, like I'm kind of fucked right now. Like I was always covering my bills plus more.
Yeah.
Just being a road comic, and that was fine. But there was no even like discussion. It was just like, I know you're not happy.
That sucks.
And I was like, ugh. Like I was like, fuck you, you know? Like, what do you mean? And then I was telling her, I was like, this is the happiest I've ever been.
Yeah.
I was so depressed earlier. I hated going to a job. I hated getting up early. I hated having a fucking boss. Like all that shit has been removed from my life.
Exactly.
And I don't know.
And I'm spending less, and eating way less or whatever, but I'm having a lot of fun.
And it's like, dude, look around. Like, we're not even going to be here for that long. Like, don't you want me to at least enjoy it? Like,
exactly.
I don't know. Some of these people, it's like, I think if they can't put themselves in your shoes, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
they don't get comedy at all.
No.
Like, it's something I didn't get. I thought, I'll go to this open mic and have a Netflix special in a month. Like, when I start. Like, no one knows.
No.
The game or what it is, what it entails.
The only other people who kind of get it would be like other artists.
Yeah.
They'd be like if someone in your family was like a painter or like something or a writer, they'd be like, all right, like my dad is a writer professionally. That's what he does.
That's awesome.
But he writes his own fiction on the side sometimes.
Yeah.
Now his fiction has gotten very little, like he's gotten published in a few small magazines, but like overall, like, and he laughs about it. He like, there's this book that comes out every year that it's like every place you could submit short stories, basically. It's this like thick ass book. And he would submit, and then when he would get rejected, he would just draw a little boot next to it because he got the boot.
Yeah.
Like he had a sense of humor about it.
Yeah.
So I think people who like are creative in some way, they get that.
For sure. You know who else gets it is like college professors
Yeah.
who like just see like everyone doing like the same thing, I think, because
Yeah.
every single one of them to me was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool that you're, and when I was like, I'm done, I think, with this, they were all like, yeah, I still talk. I'm gonna have lunch with my professor, my like advisor in March.
Oh,
like,
crazy.
All that, they were like so supportive. It was weird.
Oh, that's good.
I think people who are like, I don't know, they kind of get it. It's weird. It's like, oh, he's doing something different. It was just
something different is good.
But yeah, and he's still like working for. It's not like I'm just sitting in my room, which
Right.
I kind of am, smoking weed all day or whatever. But like,
well, once you stop that, you'll be killing it.
and I'm just running.
Yeah.
I'm still like going.
I know.
Still like I'm working hard. I'm like working towards something. Not as hard as like getting up at 8 a.m. and going to work all day,
Sure,
or whatever. But I mean, like,
but that sucks.
yeah, I'm still working. If I had nothing, like, I don't get people in my position who are like, I'm gonna move away, and then I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Just be like a bartender. So I would like hate it. I like working up towards something.
Of course,
so it is fun for me.
Well, also, it's like I don't really understand what people like when you hear those critiques of like, yeah, what are you gonna do? It's like, dude, like, this isn't like blowing smoke up my own ass, because I truly think it's like pretty achievable for everybody, but it's like, how hard is it really just to get an average ass job?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I'm like, if this comedy thing truly doesn't work out, if I hit if I hit a real wall where it's like, yo, dude, there's like a sign from God that you shouldn't be doing this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, is it really going to be that crazy to like re-enter the workforce? Like,
yeah.
I already know I'll be miserable. Like, I already know, like, well, my dream never worked out, and I have to quit, and I have to maybe move to a different town.
Yeah.
But like this idea, I always feel like those people think like, well, what are you going to say about your resume? It's like, fuck the resume, dude. It'll work itself out. Like,
it will.
If I need to fuck it, like, I don't know. I feel like people don't ever respect people's will to survive.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, if I have to bag groceries and work at a gas station, that's what I would do. And I would just accept it as my lot. As part of the price for like living 10 years as a fucking comic.
Yeah, exactly.
But they always talk as if like, well, the jobs are all gone now. There's literally a single job. There'll never be a job now.
That's true. That's true.
And you ruining your chance. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Dude, I've learned how to talk to people for a decade now.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'll charm my way into some type of paycheck.
Exactly.
I just don't buy that this thing is like like, you don't think I could be a middle manager somewhere, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you really think that I'm like so stupid that I can't figure this out somehow? No offense to the middle managers, but like, I don't think that's that hard.
No,
I feel like I could just get in a company and be like, yeah, like, I know how to deal with people.
Literally work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I mean, like, genuinely.
There'll be something.
There will be something. Yeah, that's true.
All these motherfuckers, too, they'll be like, oh, I worked all these years, and then they get laid off out of nowhere. Like, the company will just cut them. I was like, so you worked all that time to just have some company cut you.
For sure.
I did what I wanted to do, and it worked out or it didn't or however. And I'm still kind of where you're at.
Yeah.
We're both unemployed losers.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. You're your own boss.
Yeah, like, whatever. So
comedy's cool. They don't get it. No one gets it. I was talking to Michael Longfellow about it just the other
SNL
day.
name drop.
SNL name drop.
Yep.
I hate the name
No,
drop.
it's
but
good. Earlier, before we were just talking, you're like, I went out to lunch with my friend Michael. I was like, what's Michael? Like, yeah, you don't want to say it? Dayton is friends with a current SNL
I'm
cast
very
member.
scared to name drop. I hate it.
It's okay.
The first time I ever did, I was like, with this person because I didn't know, and then someone was like, name drop. And they just said that, and I was like, I'm never saying a full name of
It's
somebody.
fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
You can have friends who are famous.
But he was talking about how he was like, yeah, going home after SNL, you think it's going to be different from being a nobody comic who no one at home gets it.
Yeah.
And he's like, went home and it was the exact same.
Really?
It was like they're like, oh, SNL, but he's like, they'll still be your family. And
yeah, of course.
That exact same.
Yeah, that's true.
Way. And he's like, it just went from them thinking I make no money to them thinking I make way more than I actually make now.
Yeah.
That's
damn. I would still trade my problems for his problems, but
oh yeah. Yeah,
but I know what he means. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm making it sound like he has it bad.
He's like, now I just make a kind of a lot of money.
Yeah,
damn it. Fuck, dude. God damn. Yeah, it's weird, but I don't know. Going home is fun too. Like it is fun to do the. Like I went sledding
Oh, yeah.
Do you get snow in Kansas City?
Yes, we do.
Did you have snow there?
Yes, and I had this sledding hill in my cul-de-sac. Lived in a little cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
And now there's 2 houses where my hill was. So
That's
I
like
can't
some
sled
Calvin and
no
Hobbes shit right there,
It's
dude.
miserable.
That is. That's like
Yeah.
you and your pet tiger can't go sledding because they were ruining
sure.
the fucking neighborhood.
I
Damn
just
it.
see my snowboard.
Oh,
Like, man.
that
That
sucks.
was a good sledding hill.
Yeah, we have one right by our house, and we got a fucking blizzard the last 2 days I was there. Like all I was doing was shoveling.
Yeah.
Like I was just shoveling
Good.
2 times a day.
My first week back in Kansas City, there was just the worst, and then it stayed that way.
Yeah.
The rest of the month I was there, impossible to drive. It's not like Minneapolis either, where they clear up the roads. They don't know how. Like they don't get paid enough. I guess they don't have enough workers.
Damn.
But the roads are just terrible.
Oh,
like
God.
that first couple days of a snowstorm, you just can't drive.
Yeah.
And if you do, they're like, "What are you doing?"
Right. It was kind of like that in Minneapolis. Like the roads were so bad they couldn't clear them really fast
Oh,
enough.
really?
And they only have so many plows, so like they do the big ones, and then your neighborhood is like, we'll get to you in a few days.
Yeah.
But I went sledding just a few runs the last night I was there because I had shoveled all night, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go over and sled. And I went, and there was like a group of like teenagers there, like young 20s. I was so nervous because like being a lone 35-year-old man sledding by himself, you're just like, what am I doing here? And they're all just like having fun. They probably had a few drinks. They're like, yeah, woo.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck. So I'm like going down. I'm like, all right, just be brave.
Not
like,
even happy going down.
I
the
know
hill.
I wasn't. I was like,
Yeah.
they're just like judging me right now. They're just like, what is he? Because I feel like when I was a kid, I would have clowned a dude like that. Me and my friends would be like, look at this fucking loser. They would have hurt. He would have hurt us. We were such shit talkers. We'd be like, look at this fucking asshole
Yeah,
over.
that's true.
Like we were such. We were really just depressed and angry kids, I imagine.
Yeah.
But so I was just like, God, they're fucking stupid kids, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they finally left. I was like, fuck yeah. So I did a couple more runs. And the last run, I was like, all right, I'm going to get a lot of speed. And I'm like trying to pretend I'm not 35,
Yeah.
So I ran and tried to like slide on my ass with the thing. And I immediately whipped back my head and cracked it on the fucking snow.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, I got all woozy, but I kept sliding. I was like, fuck it. It wasn't that bad. And then and I'm going down. And as I approached, I see that there was a jump. I didn't know, and I went off this jump, dude. And I crushed myself.
It was awful.
Oh,
was it fun doing it though, or was it like
literally like I hit the ground so hard I was like I might have just like dislocated my shoulder.
Oh no!
Because I couldn't see it. It was in the there's like it's not a well lit hill, and I heard the kids talking like, oh, you're gonna go off the jump, and I was like, yeah, they must mean a small jump. Like someone had built a fucking ramp, and I went. And just crunched myself. I was in my glasses. They went flying. Like it was like a glasses look like nerd loses his glasses. Like I was like digging around in the snow for them. And I was like, oh.
What about like in the air? In the air where you're like...
No, because in the air, I immediately was like, I'm fucked. I didn't even get that moment of like, wee! I was like, I like went off it at a bad angle. I was like, I am so fucked right now. And I hit the ground so hard. And I was just like, And I was the only thing I was thankful for was that those kids weren't there.
Yeah.
Because the thought of like teenage boys running down the hill to see if you're okay, I'm just like, I couldn't do it.
Checking on you.
Like, sir, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh. And dude, it was weird because it was like the night after, it was like one of the few days after that guy in the NFL like collapsed.
Oh, yeah.
And I just had that moment of like, there's so many dudes who think they could take a hit in like the NFL, like those guys who are like, oh, I don't even know, I don't think anybody for that guy's injury because it like literally he almost died, but like other dudes are like, that pussy's not even getting up.
Yeah.
Or they talk shit about.
Yeah.
And dude, I didn't even get hit by another human. I just hit the ground, and I was like, in that moment, I was like, I cannot imagine getting tackled.
Yeah.
By a full-grown guy your age, but prime of his athletic, a 22-year-old fucking beast.
Yeah, for sure.
I was just I was literally like, dude, I was so embarrassed I didn't even tell my parents. They're like, how was sledding? I was like, it was great. I loved it, because I was just like,
No, I played hockey for 3 years.
Oh, so you know what it's like to get crunched?
Well, I was like,
or is it not checking?
It was 5th through 8th grade.
Okay.
And,
did they let you check?
They started checking my last year.
Okay.
And then after that, I was like, I think I'm done. My
I'm
parents were
good.
like, well, I always tell people, I was like, I loved hockey because I did. Out of all the sports, I was like forced to play.
Yeah.
I wasn't forced to play hockey. I
Yeah.
just wanted to. That was the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
sport
yeah.
I was like, I want to do this.
Right.
And I did like it. But once they started checking and my parents were like, they were like, oh, man, you're outgrowing your equipment. It's really expensive. I was just like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Don't need to go back to that. But I always tell people, I'm like, it's just because it got too expensive.
Yeah, I got way too expensive.
But it was because of the checking. It was terrible. I was also the smallest kid.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to say it, but
the small. Also,
Yeah.
I grew a little. But
how tall are you right now?
5'9".
Okay.
So I'm like
8th grade Dayton. What are we talking?
way too small. Like I was one of the shortest. It was
Yeah.
my biggest insecurity up until like sophomore year of high school, I think. Before that, I was like the short kid. in
Yeah.
school.
That's
and
tough.
just like
and you have a
little,
baby face.
I didn't like grow. Yeah,
You have like a young
I
face
looked
too.
way younger than
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Even and then that time, there were the kids. There was one kid. I'm not joking. Had a mustache growing. I'm not kidding.
And that
I
guy
was in,
slamming you into the boards.
yeah, I was in like. I guess that makes sense because 8th grade.
Yeah, some
But,
guys
like,
get puberty.
Yeah, for sure. But
You're just like, this is crazy. It's
yeah.
like, this is like
He's got, like,
exactly
a-
the right
my-
time.
But I'm not kidding. They would stick my there's this one kid who would stick his skate in between, or his not skate, his stick in between my skate, like because it goes, there's
Yeah.
a hole like
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
skate, and he'd twist, and I'll just fall every time, and then they would all laugh. It was literally like this
Jesus.
kid, and they would have checking practice, which was my least favorite
Oh my
part.
God.
Because each person, there'd be a line of us. Each person will go down the line and check each person, like
Fuck.
it'd go down the entire
Yeah,
line. So
yeah.
then my favorite part was doing the checking because I wouldn't even hit hard. I just get out. I'm like, yes, I'm not getting hit right now. But they would always see, since I'm so light, like how far I could go. with
Oh
the
my
check. So they would
God,
go way
dude.
too hard on me.
The little
And
mini
I-
me out
just
there.
like
just
shut-
getting
and I'm like, I hate
oh,
this.
yeah.
I hate this.
Yeah, that sucks.
I like the game. I never got really checked during a game or anything.
Sure.
It was just like the practice
Yeah.
and all that. I didn't like my team.
You're just getting bullied.
Looking back, I like miss that, and like they were in my head now. I'm like, they were fun, but at the time I was just like, they're not talking to me. It's weird. Like I'm just like,
You're just their little rag doll.
yeah. And at the end of my third year, they're like, okay, you've never. My coach was like, you haven't gotten a goal. We're just gonna try to get you a goal. You're like.
You didn't get a
out of
goal.
this season.
Okay.
This last few games.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get you a goal.
Yeah.
I made an assist. I never made a goal. But
It's still a
It's
point.
hard.
It is hard. Yeah, it's hard to make a goal.
yeah, I wasn't good at hockey. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess I'm
just
learning
liked-
that now. I thought
Yeah.
when you said you really liked it, I was like, he must have been.
I liked the game. I liked skating.
Yeah.
I look at the figure skaters when they were finishing.
Oh,
their
that's what you
practice
wanted to
and
do.
I was like, oh man, that looks fun. They don't have to wear huge pads, get hit.
They probably got girls too.
Probably.
They're
yeah.
probably like, wow, this is a
Yeah.
soft, delicate man who can skate.
For sure.
Yeah,
But
you should
in
have
their-
figure skated, dude.
No, and I hated the outfit. Like I didn't like. I was like, that's gay. That's too gay. That's I did wrestling and I only hated
Now
it
that
because
is
the
straight.
leotard. I hated
Yeah.
the leotard. I hated that.
You're a little wiry boy. I bet you would have been good at wrestling.
I did it for like a couple of years because my dad.
So
made me,
sports
but I
aren't really
hate
your
it.
thing.
No,
Okay.
no. I like skating still. I like
Okay.
ice skating. I've been wanting to go to Central Park and just skate
Yeah.
there, just to do it.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I like skating. I have my own skates. I'm a big skating. I worked at a skating rink.
Okay.
I love ice skating.
Yeah.
but, I guess
I
yeah,
did it
sports.
recently for the first time in probably 15 years.
How'd it go?
I didn't fall.
That's good.
That was the goal.
That's good.
Yeah, we
That's
went to
good.
a small little rink down on the water like a couple weeks ago.
On water.
No. It was like by the water. It was by the
Okay,
river. It was
okay.
just like ice that
Okay.
they had made, but it was like for the holidays. But I
Because
went.
you guys can skate
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
We got in. That was like a big thing. We would get a new pair of skates like every Christmas
that's awesome.
because our feet would be growing.
Yeah, yeah.
And we would play. They had have like an outdoor hockey rink at all the parks.
Yeah.
But I played basketball, so I never did organized hockey. But we
Yeah.
played like pickup hockey and like we played roller hockey.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Minnesota's weird because you get all the winter sports, but they're like it's a huge hockey state. Obviously, you get real hockey players coming out of there. But like learned how to ski, but it's just on like big hills. So I've never been on
Yeah.
like a mountain skiing or like whatever. I learned to snowboard a little bit, but
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. You get older, and I can feel I'm just like my body is becoming more careful.
Yeah.
Like even sledding, I was just like, all right, like. And then I tried to be young one time and immediately paid the price. Like immediately, the world's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's fair. I don't even think of that stuff because I'm still eating terrible and all that.
You could still get hungover, I bet. Like you could still pop up from a hangover. I mean,
I
no?
don't know.
If I drank too much tonight, and like I probably would be out for a week.
My issue. This is why I kind of stay away from drinking. Is I like to get it quick. Because the in-between of starting to drink and being drunk is never fun for me.
Everything is quick with you. You have to have sex quickly. You have to drink quickly.
It is.
Yeah.
I hate alcohol. Like,
Okay.
I can't just... Like,
do a shot.
I'll take... If I'm distracted, I can take a sip and then not touch it.
I think you should not drink then.
Yeah. And then, but I'll
if
do
you have
it.
to look away while you're drinking.
Well, that's my issue is that I'm like, I know I need to do this quick. So I do it quick. And
Yeah.
then I get really headachy because I did it too quick and haven't drank any water or anything all day. And then I'll drink like another one. And then the drunk is fun, but it's very quick for me. Like this goes into the dark side of it really fast where I'm like, I hate myself. I feel woozy.
Don't drink.
Yeah, as I used to. I remember the first few times I got drunk, I was like, I get it. This is great.
Yeah.
I love this. Like parties and stuff, I was like, I get parties now. I used to hate them. I get why people do this. This is so fun.
Yeah.
If it had only happened like a couple times, and then after that, I'll get drunk with friends and it'll be fun. But it quickly goes into, I hate this. I want it to be done. I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Yeah.
And then that whole next day is awful. Like, I don't feel good.
Well, that's good. You learned
I'm
early.
like, and then I'm diarrhea-y all day.
Oh, God.
And it's just like, it's terrible. So
Yeah.
I think I just don't like I like weed.
Yeah, you smoke a lot of weed.
But I didn't even like that. Like the first hit, I'm like, why do I do this every day? This sucks. I feel closed off. I'm just trying to, I need my vices, but I need to figure out what they are. I wish they were like salads. But it's like vaping and
not too many people are vicing on salads, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think. Maybe you could be like a gym guy.
That's true.
Gym bros are like.
That's true.
That's a
I'm
vice for them.
uncomfortable at a gym.
I think you're uncomfortable everywhere you go, man.
Do you go to a gym?
I have a membership at Planet Fitness. I haven't been in like months.
Yeah. Do you like?
No, I
get
hate
that
the gym.
Anxiety? At
No,
the gym?
not. I don't get like the anxiety about like feeling judged or uncomfortable. I just find working out extremely boring.
Okay, yeah.
Like I know these guys who like you see them online all the time, and I've known dudes in my life who like they clearly really enjoy it.
Yeah.
They love the progress they make, and I need like a personal trainer. I need someone to just be like, just fucking do this, and then we're moving on. Like if I had like somebody there to be like, all right, you're doing this for 10 reps, I would be fine with it.
Yeah.
But on my own, I just get so bored. I'm like, all right, like gotta lift these weights or do like it's. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was never good at like working out. Like I liked playing sports.
Okay,
if I played basketball or
get it.
sports, it was like cool. This is like a game.
I'm good at the simple workouts. Like I used to have a Y membership.
Yeah.
I would like put in my headphones and like listen to an hour-long podcast or two.
Yeah.
But I did simple workout, like the running on the escalator, not escalator, the
That's a good
treadmill.
Yeah.
And like I wouldn't ever do weights because I didn't really like know how, like the right way.
I know. I was I guess I'm nervous. I'm like, am I lifting this wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
With free weights, I'm like, am I doing this wrong?
I don't know any of the techniques.
No.
I don't know. Like, I know like sometimes I'd even go to the gym, run on the treadmill for like an hour, listen to my pod, or get home.
Yeah.
And then and then get home and like do push-ups at home or something. Like,
yeah.
it's just like I didn't.
I got to get back at it though because it's catching up.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Yeah. I like swimming.
Swimming is good.
That's my favorite one because I know how to do it, and I know that.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're getting it wrong.
And I know the different techniques too, so I feel like I'm kind of. There's more of like a pattern. You're working out your whole body doing it, so it's just one workout and then you're done. And I also just like it's an event. You're getting your swim trunks.
That's
together.
true. It does feel like
your-
more of a thing you're doing than just going to the gym, listening to music, and like pushing heavy weights around.
Super therapeutic too.
Yeah,
like
I do.
in a
I always
pool.
come up with good bits when I swim.
Yeah.
Because your brain, I think when I'm doing either biking or swimming, I always like, if you do it long enough, your brain kind of checks out with the moment to moment.
Yeah.
If you're biking on a path for a while,
Yeah.
you're just kind of like, all right, we're doing this. And your
Yeah.
brain kind of starts thinking, or swimming is even better because you're literally just going back and forth.
Yeah.
So eventually
And
you kind of,
water.
you drop into that like subconscious of like thinking about things in a different way. I've always been like, I feel like more creative doing
For
that,
sure.
or like long walks even.
For sure.
Eventually you hit a point where you're like, well, I'm just kind of walking.
Yeah.
What's like the bit, or what am I working
Yeah.
on? Like I always think of like comedy stuff then.
For sure. That's like, it kind of goes like showering, driving was a big one. When I was driving, my brain would just be
And do you
active.
talk, when you drive long distance, do you talk to yourself? I like spit shit out all the time.
Do you?
I talk a lot out loud.
That's good. I listen to podcasts or music
Yeah.
and just think
Think about stuff.
Yeah, and the podcast, I'll be in and out of it. You know?
The
I'm like,
podcast is tough because
I'm
you
in.
kind of you want the point of it.
Yeah, but then I'll go out of it and I'll be like, oh crap, I missed like 10 minutes because I was just thinking of my own thing. But
Yeah.
I was thinking of my own thing and I
Right.
could have come up with something. Or,
That's
you know.
good.
I miss driving here the most. That's like the thing. When I got in my car when I was back, that was like glorious moment for me.
Yeah,
was
I
like,
know. It is
whoa.
crazy.
Yeah,
And you just feel like you have wherever you want to go, it's yours.
exactly. Here you feel kind of trapped because
yeah.
they have everything here.
Yeah.
And you could get to like Boston or places by train and
Yeah.
stuff. But I'm not used to train. I'm not used to like, I don't really know how. I'm learning it. But
Yeah,
I don't know how it
yeah.
all works and it kind of scares me. And I'm like,
But that's a big theme of this podcast.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
kind of scares you.
that's true.
Where do you find your comfort zone? When are you in a
I think
moment
that's
where
when
you're
I'm
like,
having like a hard time.
yeah, you need to find something where you're like, this is, because you're an anxious guy.
Yeah.
You smoke weed a lot.
I don't have that moment.
You need to
really.
find something. Comedy isn't like that for you?
It is but it's like it's almost like the after of comedy. Like
Yeah.
I think that's the most out of the whole day. The moment I'm most comfortable is
when you're done.
when I'm done.
Yeah.
and I'm like on my way home. That train ride is usually
That is
nice,
good. That's
and
a
then
nice
I
space.
Get home and I'm in my bed and I can smoke weed, but smoke weed feeling like I've done something.
Yes,
and then I can just
accomplishment.
be like, I did good.
Yeah.
I can go to bed.
That's
peaceful.
true. I feel like I have to accomplish something during a day.
Yeah.
In that moment after you've done something, either if you like wrote for a bit or did jokes or
Yeah.
something. Because the post comedy thing is nice because you've done the hard thing. Even if it went poorly, you're like, well, I am done with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did try it. I
Yeah.
did attempt it today.
Yes.
But yeah, you're right. It is.
Then that's my best moment. Like
Yeah.
waking up, I wish I was a bed person. Like I wish I could like be in my bed and I'm like, ooh, I have all day in bed. This will be fun.
No,
But
I
I'm
get
just
anxious.
not. I'm just like today. I mean, I woke up around 11, which is good for me. But I just stayed in bed until I had to do this.
Yeah.
Like I would be in and out, like going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like I got
know,
like
it's
pizza
tough.
out of the fridge. But like I wish I could be like, this is nice, instead of being like, what am I doing? Clean.
No, I
Clean
think
my
that's
brain.
better to be that way.
That's true.
I think you shouldn't be that happy all the time.
That's true.
I think you should be progressing.
Pushes you.
Yeah.
Because you want to get
Because those people who are like stoked to be in bed all day,
Yeah,
do you really want to hang out with those
that's
people?
true. That's
Those
true.
people kind of blow.
That's true.
Like once in a blue moon, even if I'm sick, if I'm in bed all day and I'm sick at night, I have to like not like go out, but like
Yeah.
at least like take a walk around the block because I like my
Exactly.
brain is just like, dude, you haven't done shit with your
Exactly.
life today. What the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. That's how it was today for me getting out. I was like worried that I smoked too soon before this,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I was like at the end of, or when I was getting in the shower, I was like, I'm good. But when I stepped out of my apartment, I was like, yeah, this is life.
This is
Seeing
life.
people walking
Yes.
by. I'm
Yes.
like, whoa, I'm not.
I know. You
It
can't
felt
just
good.
close yourself off.
Yeah. And then like the last moments, like it's like, man, I just want to cancel or something. Always.
Yeah.
Everything
Oh my God. Every
ev-
time I leave, I'm like, I don't want to go fucking do this.
Exactly.
Then I always feel good when I do it though.
Exactly. For sure. That's always, and even on the way to doing it, it's like, no, this is good. But like
Yeah.
the in bed part of like, oh, I have to get up at 3.
I know.
Are you kidding? But it's
I
like
know.
now looking back, I hate that. I hate the bed. I don't even know why I'm so drawn to the bed.
I know.
I need things to get me. I want to like the issue with this city is it's too expensive. I can find my free hobbies and stuff, but I would love my own little like space. Like a what's that, like an art studio or something, just to like go somewhere.
I know.
Or
it's tough, dude. It's really not easy.
Yeah.
It's
or like
really not easy.
A gym membership would be great, but I don't even know.
Planet Fitness is $10 a month.
And they have one here?
Yeah, it's right down the way.
I want a pool, though.
You and I,
After
they don't
talking
have a pool.
about the pool.
Go just get a membership to a pool.
You think that'll be not bad?
No.
Okay. I think I'll do that.
You should.
I genuinely think that'll make me feel better.
I think so. Exercising will definitely make you feel better, for sure.
And it could get me up,
Yeah.
Like I need to go swim at 11 today.
The only thing about having a job that I kind of like feel like I need sometimes is a guy who's going to be like, hey, you're fucked if you don't get here.
Yeah.
Even though now I've kind of like moved past the like, none of this matters.
Exactly.
But like, I don't ever like disappointing people. Yeah. So if a guy thinks I'm going to be at a job at 11, like I'll be there at 11. I'll be there early. Like that's always been a big thing for me. And so I kind of do like I haven't had a job we're closing in on 3 years.
That's great.
Which is, well, I mean, 1.5, one of those was a pandemic.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I'm not shutting myself off to the idea of a job. Like, I'm like, this will probably come.
But entering the workforce again I'm just like, dude.
I don't want to.
I've been outside of the matrix for too long.
Yeah.
Going back to be like a guy like being mad at me or like learning some task in his way or office politics.
Especially a new job, because I worked in Kansas City the same job. And it's been great because I work all summer as a lifeguard at a water park. And then
let me just ask real quick, when do you age out of lifeguarding?
That's a weird thing.
Because I saw this ad online the other day. Some lady on Facebook who I friends with was like, it was like advertising lifeguard jobs, and it was like, hey, are you 16 and older? And I'm like, any job that asks you you're 16 and older, I feel like like if I was 35, and I was like, I want to be a lifeguard.
You can move up quick though.
To where?
Here's the thing. with it is I think of this a lot because these last few years were like, oh, am I becoming that weird old? Because there always is. There's always like a 40-year-old or something.
There is?
Working. Usually they're like a supervisor or something, but they'll move up quick each year. Like they'll start off and then they'll be like, and then they're like in.
I would feel so uncomfortable
if
I was just out on one of those chairs looking at kids.
Yeah.
I'd feel like they would be like, we don't want this guy to save us.
But I think also it's uncomfortable. It would be I don't know because I'm not them. I think me being 22 was just uncomfortable enough. Like it got to a point of like, oh, I'm working with 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
And I'm getting involved in their high school like drama. And I'm like, and it becomes like a high school thing. But I think most things in life do.
Yeah.
But
anything with people, there's drama.
Yeah. But it felt very like high school. And it's fun talking to like my friends and stuff from back home, talking about like I went to a Christmas party with a lot of these Oceans of Fun lifeguards, and it's fun talking to them about being like, I don't know, because they're all around my age. They've been doing it for as long as I've been. Like, every year they're like, I don't know if I'm going to go back. Like this is gotten to the point of the end. But because they're all thinking that same thing of like, when is it too old?
I know
to be doing this?
I always kind of wanted to be a lifeguard.
But they get paid a lot.
They do.
And you can there, especially anywhere, I think lifeguarding, because I've seen it a lot from other places, you can work your way. I lifeguarded at YMCA for a month, and then they asked me if I wanted to be a lead. But I was already, and that was just 1 month. So you can work your way, and you start getting paid more.
Okay.
And like, there's a way to work your way up into that aquatic,
pyramid,
aquatic management type thing. Which, I mean, I have a friend who started lifeguarding a year after I did, and now she manages a great wolf or something. She makes and then she has a house. I'm like, you're a year younger than me and you have a house. Like so it does work for some people.
Damn. Well, if comedy doesn't work out, maybe I'll be that. Maybe
exactly.
Fuck it.
And it's kind of fun. You are learning like good, but I don't know how I'd feel being.
You like be on the lifeguard chair and like be like, I'm not making eye contact. I'm just looking over. If you need help, just scream.
It was. Sometimes you look down like at the wave pool and just like see like it's like you have to do these dumb scans when you're on, and you have to do this down thing, and there would be like a ass. Like I'm not looking. I promise, I'm not. I'm just not. But it feels like you're just creeping.
Damn.
Yeah. That's why I would have my sunglasses on and
That's
just close
smart.
my eyes the whole time.
Yeah, just fall asleep on the job. Hell yeah. Fuck those kids, dude. Save yourself. You should be drowning anyways. What are you doing?
Exactly.
Pathetic.
Exactly. But no, I had that job for the summer, and then in that fall, I worked at the haunted house, which was the same people. Like, and then I didn't work every winter since I was like in high school. Like I had like a job at Jimmy John's for a little bit. Like there's like little things. Yeah. But mostly it was just that, and then I wouldn't work through the winter and then do that again. And it was something I knew. So the idea of starting a new job,
I know,
where it's like, oh, I have to learn this cash register, makes me want to die.
Yeah.
Like meet new people, and I don't want to. I had to learn something. That's why I loved that job, because I knew it so well. Yeah. I'm like, I know how this is gonna go. I know if I need a day off or something, I can I've been here long enough. I can be like, hey,
I know we're fucked. I'm going out of town. We're gonna be bad employees. Yeah. Somebody's gonna get 2 bad employees real soon, dude. We're gonna get some guys who don't give a fuck and are not willing to be there.
Well,
and are
I just
want to
work at like a donut shop.
Yeah, that's smart.
Something like that. Something really like
low key.
There's a right near my place, down my street, 36th. There's a pool opening up that's for swimming lessons. And I think if I ever need a job,
there you go.
I want to do that.
Yeah, for some reason, teaching swimming lessons doesn't seem as creepy as being a lifeguard.
Yeah.
As an older guy, like if I was like, I'm going to teach kids how to swim, that doesn't seem weird to me. But for some reason, being a lifeguard, I would get nervous. I'd be like, they think I'm a pedophile or something?
Uniform.
Yeah.
That's another thing. That whole last year,
I don't have a good body.
Wearing?
I don't have like a good lifeguard body either. I'm not like tan and hot.
Let me see. I mean, this is a pot.
Yeah.
But I'll show you a picture.
All right.
But the outfit we wore was literally a costume.
Oh.
And it was like a lifeguard costume that you'd find at Spirit Halloween. That's literally what it looked pathetic.
Damn.
And yeah, I was like embarrassed if I would. That last summer, I remember being like, I really hope I don't see anyone I know. Like they're like, oh, you're still
here, huh?
Yeah, I just graduated college.
Kids getting Dave's getting older. The kids are saying the same age around here.
He's like, oh, I thought you were doing the comedy thing.
You're like, I am. It just doesn't always.
Tonight, come to the Rhino open mic.
Oh fuck! Well, damn, dude. Thanks for jumping on.
Yeah, it was so
I appreciate
fun.
it.
Honestly, I think this was the most fun I've had. I stopped doing my podcast.
Again?
I hated it.
All right.
I'm not good. Like, you're fun. Like, I felt like I'd have good guests and then just not be fun. I felt like I would just ask questions.
I'm like, it's hard. I'm just going to keep doing this because I'm already doing it.
That's smart.
And one day somebody be like, this guy's been doing a podcast for 8 years. Let's give it a listen.
I should do that with mine too. But I do it at Grove 34. It costs $40 each time I do it.
You should,
and it's just not.
I get it.
They don't do that good.
Yeah,
it's like okay.
Just keep whatever.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start doing like fun sketches.
Yeah, you'll be
stuff.
Fine.
Yeah. Do you want to do sketches?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay,
hit me up, dude.
Cool. I just got a microphone. I'm so excited.
There we go. I got mics. I got everything.
Good, sounds good. So yeah.
Well, where can people find your shit?
Instagram.
What is that? What's the handle?
At Dayton Bissett, Bissett.
DaytonBissett.
2 S's, 2 T's.
He's a young upstart, baby. He's 22. He's kind of a grizzled vet.
Yeah.
You're already been doing comedy for a long time, but he's so young and very funny. He's in New York. I'm in New York. We're both struggling. We're both scared. We don't know if anything is going to...
so much weight.
Yeah, I know, because you just don't eat.
Yeah.
I'll do the whole thing. I haven't eaten today. I'm just like, fuck it, I'll eat tonight.
All I ate was a slice of pizza today, and yesterday I had 4 cinnamon rolls and a slice of pizza.
Your mother should be worried about you. Jesus Christ. I hope she doesn't hear this. Anyways, we'll get the kid some money and get his healthy meal. Guys, subscribe to the YouTube. Jake Silverman, subscribe. Give us a lot
of subscribers.
Yeah, I had some videos that did well. I'm trying to get them to be into my stand-up. I used to do these interview videos that did well.
This is a good place to keep doing those, though.
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
5-star review, rate, review, all that shit. Get this pod out to the ears of the streets. I have some dates, actually, again. I will be headlining a show in Philadelphia called Next in Line, which is Friday, January 27th. I'll be at Helium Comedy Club the next day doing some guest spots with Adam Friedland.
Yay.
I'll be featuring for Kyle Kinane in Albany, New York in March.
Yes.
I'll be in Denver for a week in February. So all those dates will be
when
up.
in February? I'm going to be in
February
Denver.
8th through the... Are you going to be there?
I think so.
Crazy.
I'm not joking.
All right, let me
Yeah.
know. We'll do some
Okay.
shows.
Okay, sounds
Hell yeah.
good.
Tell me what spots you're doing, because we're probably
Okay.
doing some of the same ones.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like Dayton and I will both be. And yeah, February 8th through like the 12th, I think I'm there. And yeah, I think that's about it. But I'm trying to do something fun at least once a month comedy-wise on my calendar
Okay, good.
to keep me going.
Yeah.
So this month
You
I
have
have
to.
the Philly shows.
Yeah.
Next month I have Denver. March I have Canaan. So at least one weekend a month I'm like, all right, I'm doing something fun.
Exactly.
And it pays off. This grind then makes it seem like I'm building towards something.
Leaving feels so good.
Yeah, and I
And
just
doing
feel like,
good
all right, I'm
shows.
doing something. I
Yeah,
am making
exactly,
something happen,
exactly.
and I'll get better. I have new jokes I want to try.
Exactly.
Because when I got here and I didn't have anything on the calendar for the future, and I was just doing open mics, I was
Yeah.
like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So I just got very scared, and I booked a bunch of shit.
The smart.
And now I have something cool for January, February, March. I have a tour in April that you're helping me with.
Going to Kansas City.
Going to Kansas City.
Yes.
So we'll see.
I might try to be in Kansas City then too.
Yeah.
I think
So
it'll be fun.
shit's popping off. Follow everywhere at The Comedian Jake on all platforms, and we will check in with you guys next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.